Hi, I'm Robert Begley with day 127 of my video challenge. Do you finish what you start? I have to admit, I am somewhat good at that, but right now, for the past few weeks, and at least through the remainder of the year, that's my number one goal. Finish what I start. I have some bad habits. I'll be writing an email to somebody and maybe a notification comes in, and then I drop that email, I go to respond to that, then that leads me to a link, and then I'm on YouTube and I'm doing something else, and then 20 minutes later, I still haven't clicked send on the email. Guess what? I haven't finished what I started. And this is one of the points in this course that I've taken called Unwavering Focus by Dandapani, a former monk who is just fabulous. I really admire this guy. But one of the stories that he says is when he sleeps, he wakes up in the morning, he has a good night's sleep, wakes up in the morning, first thing he does, makes the bed. There are books now about making the bed first thing in the morning, starting off with a win. But Dandapani's point is not that. It's that he's finishing what he began. The sleep process ends when he finishes the bed. And I like that. Another task that he recommends is washing the dishes after breakfast. I have to admit, I've done that my whole life, ever since I was a kid. In my family, with a big family, meals, when we'd have them together, there'd be a lot of dishes to be washed. And basically, the meal wasn't over until all the dishes were washed, put away, dried, put away. And I like that because that's finishing what we start, the whole meal process. And twice a day, breakfast and dinner, my dearest Carrie Ann makes breakfast and dinner. And that's my job, is washing and cleaning up and making sure that the place is looks like it did before she started her process. So I could say that's one thing I do regularly, somewhat regularly, and but now I'm more aware of it. I'm more aware of consciously finishing what I start. And as I said, I have little post-its. Of course, right now I don't have one on cue. It's over there. Uh, blue post-it that just says "Finish what I start." So for the rest of this year, we're into October now. If I start complete think about finishing what I start, if I automate this idea for every task that I begin, I start and then I finish. And that doesn't mean write a book in one sitting. It means sit down with a purpose in mind. Okay, for the next 1 hour, my mind is dedicated on this speech I'm giving. Next week, I'll be giving a speech. So to put in the time towards that speech, I want to start it, finish it, not be interrupted, and then after that task is complete, I can go on to something else. How about you? Do you have a good habit, something like that, or does that make sense? We'll see you tomorrow with day 128 of the video challenge.